Hello trainers, so today I want to talk about Pokemon that I would love to see in Pokemon Unite. And I chose one Pokemon per generation to this list and a couple extra from the early generations, which adds to a total of 10. So let's go through these in the Pokédex order. First we got one Pokemon from Generation 1. I think this is a very underrated wish, but I would love to see Golem from Gen 1. Or why not even Alolan Golem? But Golem, I think he will be a nice defender or perhaps an all-rounder. He could have abilities like Earthquake and some kind of spinning ability like akin to Wigglytuff's rollout that he will convert to this ball form and just start going in different directions. Maybe you could like move this rollout thing freely, akin to like Rammus's Powerball from League of Legends. But I think as a concept and overall potential, I think Golem will be awesome. And perhaps for the Unite move, it could be something like Stone Edge that would summon the rock underground and could make like a knock-up effect and would also deal damage. Something along those lines. I think this rock ground Pokemon would be very interesting to see. So I have two wishes from Gen 2. First I want to talk about Heracross, the bug fighting type Pokemon. We do not have that many bug type Pokemon in the game. Only one I can think of is Crustle on top of my head, but Heracross could be sort of a nice hybrid between the bug and fighting type. He could have abilities like the Pin Missile, which would grant him some range, then close combat for the fighting department. I think he would work as an attacker quite well, sort of an aggressive one at that. He could be rewarded well when he initiates in, and but the trade-off would be obviously that he will be somewhat squishy. As for the Unite move, I think Megahorn will be sufficient and it will suffice the bug typing of Heracross, so definitely would love to see it too. So the second Generation 2 Pokemon I would love to see is the pseudo-legendary Tyranitar, the rock dark type. So Tyranitar would be such a banger, I would love to see it. He could have abilities like Crunch, which could have a lower cooldown it, so it's more or less spammable, doing that chip damage. Dark Pulse would work nicely for Tyranitar as well, and something from the rock department. I was thinking again Earthquake and Stone Edge, that are some of the moves Tyranitar can learn in the mainline series of games. But yeah, I think since Tyranitar is one of the more popular ones from Gen 2, I think he's a great candidate at that. So from the third generation I got also two Pokemon. First I have Salamence, the dragon flying type Pokemon. I think Salamence is such a banger. Yes, we have some other flying type Pokemon like Talonflame, Charizard, and from the dragon department there is Garchomp, but I think Salamence could be a nice addition. He could have moves like Outrage, Dragon Claw, Flamethrower, and why not even Double Edge? Something along those lines. It could work well as a all-rounder, I suppose, so it would be an interesting one to see as well. And next we have the one that you saw on the thumbnail, Metagross. This is probably my most wished Pokemon I would love to see in the game. Metagross, such a banger, this steel psychic type Pokemon. So he has those iconic moves like Meteor Mash, Iron Defense, Zen Headbutt that could be implemented nicely to Pokemon Unite, and perhaps for the Unite move there could be something like a Hyper Beam, this sort of a long range attack akin to something like Lux's ultimate from League, and I do really have high hopes that Metagross would be implemented to Unite at some point in time, because the steel typing is not really popular right now. I think Lucario is only one that has steel typing in it from the current roster at the time of making this video. So next we have Luxray from the Generation 4, electric type. I really enjoy the electric typing as a whole. They got some of my favorites like Pikachu, but as for the moveset, I'm just thinking Zeraora back and forth, because Luxray has a similar arsenal of moves he can learn, like Discharge, Wild Charge, could even use a Thunder Wave, but because of the nature of this Pokemon, I think he will be sufficient as a speedster, maybe excel in the jungle. I think Luxray will be an awesome addition as well. From the 5th generation, I decided to go with Ferrothorn, the grass steel type Pokemon. This is more of a tanky type, so it could go into that defender, perhaps all-rounder category. He has those abilities like Flash Cannon, Iron Defense, and Gyro Ball, so it will be interesting to see how Timmy would implement this Pokemon. But definitely one of my favorites from the 5th generation, and I think Ferrothorn will be a great addition as well. So next we have the 6th generation. This was the most tough one to choose, and the reason I wanted to choose one from each generation just to be more versatile. But for the 6th gen I chose Chesnaught, the grass fighting type. type, aka the Venusaur of Generation 6. So it's an interesting combination. The grass fighting type Chesnaught could utilize something like low kick, smackdown, vine whip, energy beam, and even solar beam. I would see him as a defender, something akin to Venusaur but more on the defensive side of things. So that would be awesome, and the grass typing is not super well represented at the game right now. There isn't that many grass typing Pokemon in the game, so Chesnaught, why not? Could be a nice addition. I would love to see that. Okay, so 2 more left. 7th generation. One of my favorite Pokemon I would love to see, Incineroar, also featured in games like Smash Ultimate, this fire dark type Pokemon. So Incineroar could use moves like Flamethrower, Flare Blitz, Darkest Lariat, could have that nice fire dark mixing on it. I would see Incineroar as an maybe speedster, but also could work as an aggressive attacker as well, because he goes into that melee range and just boom, smacks down those enemies. It's such a fun Pokemon. Definitely one of my favorites from the 7th generation, and will be also an awesome addition to Unite. So last but definitely not least, the 8th generation. What I would love to see is Obstagoon, the dark normal type Pokemon. So the Galarian region has their own version of Zigzagoon and Linoon, which after Linoon evolves into Obstagoon, and the design is just really banger. Definitely one of my favorites from the 8th gen. He could use moves like Fury Swipes, Night Slash, Counter that he can use in the mainline games. I would see Obstagoon as a very aggressive attacker, going just like smack people across the face, sort of like a high risk, high reward type of character. Will be awesome. So those are my 10 wishes I would love to see in Pokemon Unite. Let me know down in the comments what Pokemon would you love to see in Pokemon Unite. And with that said, if you enjoyed this video, a thumbs up would be appreciated. So thanks for watching, my name is Hepodix, and I hope you have a wonderful day.